Hi, Apollo Beach K8. I'm super excited to share another author with you today. Would you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm June Smalls. I'm the author of fiction and nonfiction for kids of all ages.
And I really appreciate you showing up for us today. I want to ask you what type, oh, you just said you'd write fiction and nonfiction. So I have some of them right here. I love this series, the Leads series. Um, what inspired you to be a writer?
I have always loved books. I have always loved learning, and I have always loved nature. And so it just kind of came together. I've always written, um, even before I knew how to write. I like to make up stories or yeah, watch a movie and go, I would change this if I made that. And so it was just kind of a natural evolution of my art.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure that some of the students watching today aspire to be a writer one day. What advice would you give to them?
Oh, that's easy. Mess up. Be brave and know that your first attempts at anything, whether it's writing or baking a cake, they're going to be lumpy and clunky and imperfect. And that's part of the process. It's totally cool. We're not building a house. It's okay if it crumbles because we can edit it and change it later. So go for it and fail fabulously.
Well, and that's true in pretty much anything that you're trying to do. If you're trying to learn a new sport or anything, you have to practice, practice, practice. And so many of us, and I'm an author as well, it's not your first book that typically you get published. It's the first five where you learn how to write. So I think that's
Yeah.
great advice. My follow-up question is, why do you think it is important for everyone to read?
Well, it's important because the world is a big place and there's so much in it. And while the internet has wonderful things, it also has a lot of just fluff. So when I do research, I could look up anything on the internet. They could tell me that elephants are purple with orange polka dots. But books tend to be better curated and you know you're getting good quality information. And it's fun. It's you get to build these worlds in your mind when you're reading fiction or nonfiction, and you get to make the movie. You get to be the director. So somebody might be telling you that story or reading you that story, but you make those characters in your head or you picture everything. So books are their own kind of magic. I think that's actually a phrase somewhere, and it is absolutely true.
I love that. And I used to be a children's librarian. And one of the things that I would tell my students when they came into the library was this is the one place where you get to choose. You get to pick out.
Absolutely.
If it's nonfiction and you enjoy football, you can check out football books or read a biography about a football player. If you love stories about elephants, you can pick up books about elephants. And so I love that reading is a place that kids get to choose what they read. So I think
And
that's one
you
of the fun things about it.
Yep. And you never have to be just one thing. You're not a one-dimensional character. So if you want to learn how to bake a cake and learn about that awesome football player's autobiography and study dinosaurs, you can do it all. That you don't have to be stuck in a little box.
That's right. Well, I really appreciate you showing up for us today. I'm excited to share She Leads with the students at Apollo Beach K8, and thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Happy reading.